Hi, welcome back to an episode of Pay Per Review. I'm War Machine MJ.
With Rodimus Prime.
We are here today to talk about NXT UK Takeover Blackpool 2. Of course, we're championship-less because I haven't done the scorecards for Takeover Blackpool or Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
Lazy me. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick the show off with Trent Seven taking on Eddie Dennis.
Yeah, this rivalry has been going back for quite some time. Eddie Dennis, he set out for what, 7-8 months due to a shoulder injury? Or pec muscle or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, Trent Seven, you know, it's Trent Seven. He's pretty awesome. But Eddie Dennis was, I guess he was out for some type of retribution towards Trent or whatever.
Or he was out to make a name for himself.
Yeah, because it was one episode of NXT UK where Trent came out for a promo, and Eddie, he came out there and he just cold caught Trent in the face.
Oh no! Before that, Trent Seven was supposed to take on Enhancement Talent, but Trent Seven beat him to Eddie Dennis beat him to the punch and took out the Enhancement Talent.
Yeah, and Trent Seven was just like, "What are you doing?"
And then he did the promo where he called out Eddie Dennis. Eddie Dennis knocked him out and said, "See you in Blackpool."
Yeah, so that's how we set up the match. It was a nice way to start the show. The crowd was hot in Blackpool at the Empress Ballroom, if you will. But, you know, the match was alright.
It was alright. It was mostly length versus brawn. But in the end, Eddie Dennis put away Trent Seven. 8 minutes, 15 seconds, 2.5 out of 5.
Yep.
Next, we had a triple threat match for the NXT UK Women's Championship as Kay Lee Ray defended against Toni Storm and Piper Niven.
Yeah, these three, you might as well say have a beef with each other, especially with Kay Lee Ray, because there are a lot of factors playing into this.
Like the fact that all three of them at one point in time were best friends.
Yeah, and fast forward years later, or some time later, Kay Lee Ray takes the NXT UK Women's Championship away from Toni Storm at the last Takeover show, and she's just been gloating it ever since. Piper Niven, she's on the mission to become the next champion until Toni Storm just popped up out of nowhere saying this thing between me and Kay Lee Ray is not over. So therefore, Piper, I'm going to need you to step aside. Now, you can get the next shot when I become champion, but unfortunately, Piper Niven wasn't taking too nice to that.
Yeah. So, yeah, this match was a whole lot of Kay Lee Ray playing both sides against each other, but that came back to bite her towards the downstretch when a chair was introduced. Kay Lee Ray was looking to do some permanent damage to Toni Storm when Piper Niven just trucked the absolute shit out of her.
Yeah. How about during the match when Piper did a suicide dive on the Kay Lee Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Piper Niven's pretty brave for taking the suicide from Big Girl.
Yeah, but back to the chair spot. After Kay Lee Ray got flung from the ring, Piper Niven, who stood face to face with Toni Storm, yelling Toni Storm, "Do it! Hit her with the chair! Do it! Do it! Do it!" Toni Storm was like, "Nah, better than that." And then they both turned their attention to Kay Lee Ray unintentionally, just beat the tar out of Kay Lee Ray. However, Kay Lee Ray got the victory over Piper Niven, capitalizing on a frog splash by Toni Storm.
Yeah. Kay Lee Ray still remains your champion.
13 minutes, 10 seconds, 4 out of 5.
I will say this match turned out to be pretty damn decent. It definitely picked up on the later half of the match.
I just like how this takeover, it started slow and then just ramped up.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, speaking of ramping up, next was Tyler Bate taking on Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace.
My God, the big strong boy taking on the Irish Ace. Boy, boy, boy.
You never bet on the Irish Ace.
You know what? This was one match I was, I guess, looking forward to, but I never knew how great this match turned out to be.
Yeah.
Because this match had people on the edge of their seat. I mean, even Johnny Saint, Triple H, and William Regal were in the balcony watching this match, and it was just, wow.
Yeah, like I said, Jordan Devlin is just that good.
He is. And you know what? Jordan Devlin is highly underrated.
He is.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you agree with me. I know a lot of you out there will agree with me. Jordan Devlin is highly underrated, and he's pretty damn good. Good thing he was trained by Finn Balor.
Yep. Yeah, Tyler Bate got the victory over Jordan Devlin. 22 minutes, 25 seconds, 5 out of 5. My only mark against this. Jordan Devlin should have won.
You know what? I would have taken Tyler winning. I mean, Jordan, I get your point. Jordan could have won, so you can say the match could have went either way. But I would have stuck with Tyler winning.
I mean, Jordan Devlin needs some quality wins.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten any.
But, you know, we'll see where how everything shapes out post takeover. Afterwards, the crowd was giving these two a standing ovation, well deserved, especially Tyler. Triple H, Johnny Saint, and William Regal were all in the balcony, just all in amazement, just giving him a standing ovation. Again, both these guys deserved that standing ovation.
I believe it was Tyler Bate that has taken a shine to one Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Because HBK does have hands-on with the NXT UK product.
Yeah. And they did mention something where Jordan Devlin idolized Shawn Michaels.
I mean, everybody pretty much at one point in their time idolizes Shawn Michaels. Except for when he comes out of retirement.
Let's not talk about that.
Too late, it's already been brought. Next was a fatal four-way ladder match for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. It was Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang defending against...
Or, I'm sorry, Mike Coffey.
I almost called him Joe Coffey for a second.
I
should make sure I had the right Coffey brother.
Yeah.
Anyway, taking on the grizzled young vets, James Drake, and Liverpool's #1, Zach Gibson. They actually mentioned Liverpool's #1 when they announced him.
I saw that.
Anyway,
and the crowd gave him hella boos. Like they always do.
Of course they do. Taking on Eichner Bartel of Imperium. Taking on Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. South Wales Subculture is their team name.
What do you think about that name?
I like it.
I like it. It's a good name.
Doesn't really have a good name like Medusa Complex.
Huh?
There's a team called Medusa Complex. That's Millie McKenzie and I think Zaya Brookside.
Really?
Yes.
It's a good name.
Because they just recently picked up the Pro Wrestling Eve Tag Team Championships.
Where is that promotion based out of?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm guessing it's somewhere in the UK.
I'll have to do some research on that.
I got to do more research too. But this was a slap bang up great match.
Going into this match, you got 4 of the best teams. That's another tag team division that needs a lot of depth. Because really, you got Gallus, you got Subculture, you got Imperium.
Got GYV.
Yeah.
You got Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams.
Yeah, and then you got The Hunt.
And then you got Oliver Carter and Ashton Smith.
You got the Outliers.
The Outliers.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, getting back to this match, this was what I expected. I felt like at first, a third of the match was a little lackluster, a bit slow. You know, they're trying to pick things up. Afterwards, everything just revved up to a whole nother notch.
They beat the holy hell out of each other.
Yeah. I mean, all 4 teams they had one common goal. They wanted to be the next tag team champions.
I gotta say, the one person I felt the worst for in this match was James Drake.
James Drake, I don't know who took the most punishment, him or Fabian Eichner.
James Drake took the most. And he was the one to climb the ladder instead of Zach Gibson.
Zach Gibson in his damn heights of his damn...
Scared of heights.
Scared of heights. I guess he has a phobia. Ain't that what you call... Am I using the right word?
Yeah, phobia.
Yeah, he has a phobia of ladders.
I'm trying to remember the technical term for fear of heights. I think it's agoraphobia? Agoraphobia.
I don't know. But I did think that was funny, though.
It was pretty funny. But in the end, Gallus retained. Of course, it took Joe Coffey about as much time as, I'm sorry, Mark Coffey had the wrong Coffey brother that time. It took him as long as Jack Swagger did to bring those titles down.
Jesus Christ.
'Cause he was fumbling with it for a good hot minute.
Yeah, but he got the belts down.
Yeah, he got the belts down. 25 minutes even, 4 out of 5. I thought those boys stole the show.
Oh yeah, I don't know which one stole the show more. The Devlin match. I want to say Bate Jordan. So bad.
Bate Jordan again.
The Bate and Devlin match, or the Fatal 4-Way Ladder match.
Or the NXT UK Championship.
Now that was a good one.
All three of those matches stole the show.
Matter of fact, let's talk about the NXT UK Championship, as it was
Walter of Imperium defending against Joe Coffey, the head of the Gallus firm.
He says he wants to leave his mark.
Wants to leave his mark.
Yeah.
It's my kingdom.
Yes.
This was an absolute fight.
This was two bulls just going at each other, just trying to take one out, and somebody was going to walk out as the UK champion. Would it be Walter retaining? Would it be Joe Coffey bringing the championship to Gallus, making it 2 for 2, and it being their kingdom? These two just tore it up, and Walter with those damn chops. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. The crowd kept missing the opportunity, though. Every time they would finally get on board to, like, you know, shush down so they could hear the chop,
Yeah.
they would move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, they were just keen on to it a little earlier. We would have gotten that just pure sound.
Yeah, but let's talk about that referee who got his soul kicked out of him.
Yeah, down the stretch of the match, Walter was going to go for a running shotgun drop kick when Joe Coffey moved out the way, and the referee ate that shit and just got catapulted out the ring.
Walter kicked this dude's soul out of him, and I just lost my mind when that happened. The crowd was just eating it all up. Like you said, down the stretch, they were trying to get a referee. Another referee came down. Alexander Wolf got involved. Then out came Ilya Dragunov, and you know they were doing their thing.
He hit Dragunov hit Torpedo Moscow on Wolf, who crashed right into Joe Coffey, injuring his leg.
Yeah, so he was selling the knee injury. Walter tried to put him down in the closing seconds, but it wasn't enough. But he finally put him down with the splash. 1, 2, 3. Walter is still your WWE United Kingdom champion. And as Imperium was coming out there in celebration, they had the copyright sign on the screen.
Until they were shocked by a certain system. Yes, the Undisputed Era stormed into the... What was the name of the arena again?
Empress Ballroom.
Stormed into the Empress Ballroom. They beat the holy hell out of Bartel, Eichner, and Wolf, and then they just laid waste to Walter.
Man, that crowd went crazy, and the roof blew off that building.
Oh, the roof blew off that building. As soon as they hit, they laid out Walter with OG Last Shot and, of course, Chasing the Dragon.
Yeah. And they were making a statement towards Imperium, setting up for their match, if you will, 4 Worlds Collide, where it will be Imperium taking on Undisputed Era. And, yeah, it's going to be a war.
It is.
2 worlds will definitely collide, if you will.
Yeah. But, on to the Superstar matches.
What was the time in the break?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was 27 minutes, 30 seconds, 4 out of 5. And on to Superstar match and overall rating. Superstars of the night go to Kaylee Ray, Piper Niven, Toni Storm, Jordan Devlin, Tyler Bate, Gallus, Mark Andrews, South Wales Subculture, Walter, Joe Coffey, Undisputed Era, and you know what? I'd say the rest of Imperium and GYV.
Okay.
Because they put on one hell of a show.
They did.
Match of the night go to Bate versus Devlin, NXT UK Women's Championship and the NXT UK Championship. I'd also throw in the ladder match.
Okay.
That whole show, well, with the exception of the first match, was top to bottom slam bang up tastic.
Facts.
Overall rating 4 out of 5.
A very good show. Like we said, that 8-man tag with Imperium and Undisputed Era is going to be just fan-freaking-tastic. If you missed it, you can still go on the WWE Network and watch it.
Yeah, that's the thing about NXT UK. Their takeovers are immaculate, but their TV shows hit and miss.
Yeah. depending on what's going on and whatever else, I agree.
Yeah. That being said, that is our review of Takeover Blackpool 2.
Yeah.
Can't wait till the next NXT UK Takeover.
Yeah, which will be somewhere down the line. But they are gearing up for Worlds Collide. Well, this year, it will be NXT versus NXT UK, so there will be no Takeover show before the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Unless you count this as a Takeover show.
You might as well.
Yeah. Because it's all NXT talent.
Yeah. So we got some matches already decked for
on deck.
On deck for the card. Thank you. We got, like we keep mentioning time and time again, the 8-man. We got Ilya Dragunov versus Finn Balor. I am so looking forward to that match.
We've got a Cruiserweight Fatal 4-Way where so far Angel Garza will defend against... Damn, I don't know who won that triple threat match on NXT tonight.
I don't know either.
But he will be taking on one more NXT talent and 2 NXT UK talents.
Yes. The NXT Women's Championship on the line as Rhea Ripley will defend against Toni Storm.
Oh, Rhea Ripley's totally winning that match.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Anyway, that being said, I'm War Machine MJ.
And I'm Rodimus Prime.
And we'll see you guys next time.